What up, YouTube? Snoop12922. This video is on my pickups from National, and this is going to end up being a mess. I already know it from the beginning, and it's just going to be a tragedy in motion. So let's get ready to kind of get this thing going. Part of the problem is that most of the autographs that I got are still packed up. So the first autograph I got was on Thursday. It was Andre Reed from the Buffalo Bills. And I'm pretty sure if any of you know much about football, you know about Andre Reed. So you guys have to bear with me a little bit because it's still wrapped up. Getting the autographs was fun. Thursday, it was it was hot. You know, there's no little hot about that. So I had Mr. Reed to sign this. Now, the inscriptions I got on it, and you guys know I love a lot of inscriptions on a helmet. I like stat helmets. And I got my booklet right here with all of them on it. This has Hall of Fame 19, his nickname, which was Mr. Yak, 7-time Pro Bowl, 4-time AFC champion, 89 touchdowns, 2-time All-Pro, 951 receptions, and Bills for life. So I've got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 inscriptions on here, and he added another one. He looked at everything on here and he was like, you know what? You need this one on here too to make it a full stat helmet. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's the 3-time MVP. Mr. Reed added that himself. The only regret I have with this one, you see, signed it beautifully in silver, is that I wish, right here's where he signed his name, I wish he would have signed his name up here, nice and big with the Hall of Fame. But other than that, there is absolutely no regrets getting to meet Mr. Reed, having him to put all of these stats and stuff on my helmet. And this is definitely going somewhere back in here with my autographed football helmets. That was the first one I got on Thursday. On the second one that I got, which was pretty cool to meet this guy. Let me see, it's right here. Part of the issue is that I got to meet John Randall, and finding the helmets like they played in is getting next to impossible now, unless you want to spend a ton of money. So my next favorite helmet is the Riddell Speed Flash helmet. There's a flash right there of Dan Hampton, which I have not done a video on yet, but I need to. So I got a Speed Minnesota Vikings Flash alternate helmet. The problem, this is the helmet right here. Yeah, that gold is sick with the purple face guard on it. The problem is I wanted this signed in purple, and nobody had a purple paint pen. From the time we left home, we checked Richmond, Charlottesville, Charleston, West Virginia, Chillicothe, Ohio, Jackson, Ohio, Jeffersonville, Ohio, basically all the way up to Chicago. We could not find a purple paint pen in stock. And it ended up, and I think this was Wednesday, we were at one of the Michaels stores in Chicago, and I'm on my phone looking and looking and looking, and found out that the craft store across the street had 3 purple paint pens in stock. So when I met Mr. Randall on Thursday, I had him to inscribe this with purple, which I think just looks awesome up against that gold. Now, those of you that know John Randall, check out some of the highlights. His actual nickname was Motormouth. And when I asked him about this, I didn't want Motormouth. You know, I wanted something a little unique, a little more different. Of course, a helmet with 7 inscriptions on it is already unique enough, and an alternate Flash helmet is even more unique. But I had him inscribe on here, Hall of Fame, talk that shit, because that's what John Randle was known for, was talking smack to everybody. And you can see he put that on there. 7-time All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowl, 6-time All-Pro, 137.5 sacks, and he is part of the NFL Top 100, which he put right here. So this is another one for the collection with the NFL Top 100. I don't know if I'm going to work on trying to get the living members to all sign full-size helmets. These things take up a lot of real estate, but they are cool as crap. And as with all my helmets, they're all certified by TriStar. So that was meeting Mr. Randle. It was pretty cool because one thing I've learned over the years with doing this, is when you want multiple inscriptions, so for anybody that wants it done, write them down. Write down all the inscriptions you want. And it's so much easier for the athlete because they can just look and put down exactly what you want, and it makes everything flow faster. Mr. Randle read what I wanted done, and he said, a little vulgarity on there. I said, well, Mr. Randle, look, I know it's vulgar. If you don't want to put it down there, that's fine. But if you don't, do you mind putting your nickname, Motormouth, down there? And he looked at the helmet and looked at me. He said, this is bad. He said, we gonna hook this motherfucker up. So that's what he did. True story. The third autograph I got, which was my final one on Thursday, which is still wrapped up over here, was another legend in football and another NFL Top 100 player, Mr. Steve Largent, for the Seattle Seahawks. I got 6 inscriptions on here. Steve Largent was giving you the Hall of Fame inscription for free, so that worked out great. Got to save a little bit of money for inscriptions. But there's where Mr. Largent wrote that, and he did an absolutely fantastic job on this. He inscribed Hall of Fame. Also, he put his nickname on here, which he got a kick out of because nobody ever asked him for his nickname, which is right there. Yoda. Yoda's his nickname. 7-time Pro Bowl, 100 touchdowns, 819 receptions, and NFL Top 100. So I got this done for Mr. Largent. So those 3 helmets are going to be a fantastic add to my ever-growing autographed football helmet, Hall of Fame football helmet collection. Now, on Friday I was there early because at 1 o'clock another person was signing. This is something I was been trying to get autographed for 3 years. And like I said, I have not really unpacked this stuff. And until I get more room, really, I'm going to leave everything packed up so all my autographs are protected. But those that are a long-time follower of the channel knows that Michael Shane, probably about 4 to 5 years ago, he got a glove autograph, a catcher's mitt autograph by Johnny Bench. It was a double heart catcher's mitt, and it was one of the coolest items I had seen signed by a player. To just put the thought in it to get a glove like he used signed was phenomenal. So ever since Michael made that video, I've been on the hunt for a glove like Johnny Bench had used. It took about a year and a half, but I finally found one on eBay. It's a Rawlings Highbrook Double Heart Series glove, and I had Mr. Bench to sign it right there. And it says Johnny Bench, Little General, which is his nickname, and the Hall of Fame inscription, and you can see the TriStar certification right there. But yes, this was a very, very long time thing. This is one of my prized things from National, because I have worked so long and hard to get this done. I'm probably gonna display that on this side, and I'm either gonna I really want to put a baseball in here, autographed baseball of his, and display it like that with the inscription and the autographed baseball. I think that would look pretty cool. So that's the end of the big stuff that I picked up at National. Well, for those that didn't watch my recap one long enough, all the YouTubers at the meet and greets, I had them to sign a baseball bat. It hasn't been certified, but I've got all the YouTubers that were there that I saw at the meet and greets, and on the floor some, to sign it. I had 3 colors that they could choose from. They could choose black, which you can see a black signatures right there. There's a blue, and there's some green ones. So the combination of the colors makes this very, very cool. And the fact that it's all friends and YouTubers, even better, except for Dylan, who had to sign inside there. Now, let me spin it. Yeah. Double D Vintage, Dylan had to sign in there. So this is also my bat that I had signed from all the YouTubers. So now I'm going to flip the camera around and show you the cards and what I and several others think was the pickup of National. So give me a second. Let me flip the camera. All right, camera's flipped. I'm trying to do this without really any editing. Let me move Franklin a little more centered. But I did not have a tremendous amount of card pickups at National. So I'm just going to go through these kind of like in the order that I picked them up. Now, Thursday, after I'd gotten my last autograph, I was hanging out with Dylan, Double D Cards, and it was crazy because I had given my wife my cash to hold on to. And I told her, I said, look, just hold on to this. You're right here with me. Well, after I got the second helmet autographed for the day, she wanted to go back to the vehicle because it was just stupidly hot. And so she went back to the vehicle. I got the Steve Largent helmet, the Seahawks helmet, to get Steve Largent to autograph it. And I get all the way back in there. I get in line, and all of a sudden something clicks in my brain. Hey, your wife has your cash, so you're kind of screwed right now, unless they're going to take PayPal. So, yeah. And I messaged her. I was like, did I forget to get the cash from you? And she's like, yeah, it's in my purse. So, it is what it is. Anyway, I walked around with Dylan and Alan, and Dylan really taught me a lot. Every time I can go somewhere and I can learn something, especially in this vast community and hobby, I'm all for it. Well, Dylan taught me how to really look at cards that are slabbed and look beyond the number on there. And it was kind of hard for me to do at first. I've tried it before. It had not worked. So this time it did click. I'm going to see how these look in the with the plastic on them. But anyway, we had found a dealer, and the dealer had some fantastic cards. Dylan showed me how you really look past that number to really look at the card and assess the card itself. So I wanted to pick these cards up from the dealer. These cards looked fantastic. And I'm going to cover the number up so that you can kind of guess what the number is. Now, if you see the price on here, I did not pay this price for the card. So it is what it is. If it's too much glare, I'm gonna pull these perfect fits off. But this was the first one, a 1953 Bowman Pee Wee Reese. And I have always wanted this card. This card is truly an iconic card in the hobby. What I was going for was centering. I wanted centering and good registration. Just the picture to really stand out. And this one hit everything I wanted. And this came as part of a bundle. And it's an SGC1. Which the card is fantastic. Right here, you can see where there's a little crease in it. That's it. You know, corners are rounded, whatever. The picture is what I went for, that and the centering. As I found out from walking around with Dylan and looking at several other dealers, centering on vintage cards is very, very hard to find. So I picked up this one, and as part of the deal, because there were two cards I was really looking for National, if you want to say that, I also picked up this. Roy Campanella in a 4. The centering for the 53 is outstanding. This camera is really not doing justice to the color in this card. This thing, there's a little spot on the sleeve. This card is absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of chipping right here and right here, but that's it. Nice and bright on the back, well centered, and the front very well centered. Plus, I'm a huge Campanella fan, and I got both of these cards together as a bundle deal. I paid, I think, like $300 for both, which I thought was very fair. So, one for the Campanella and a card I never thought that I would own. Oops. The 53 Pee Wee Reese. And I've had to listen to Baseball Collector tell me about Welcome to the World of Graded Cards. I already had graded cards. The next one I picked up was one of the cards I was actually looking for. Found this dealer with it. Just happened to be meandering around, and they had it at the price I wanted to pay, but got to negotiate. I got the card for way lower, and that's a 57 Topps Frank Robinson rookie. Finding one that's centered is very hard, so the centering, I think the centering is fantastic. Yeah, the sleeve is really playing with it. There's the back. I did not pay the $500 for it. I actually got the card for $420, and it was because of the snowing and the red part of his jersey. But other than that, finding these without the snow on them is next to impossible unless you're going to go up to about a 9. So this in a 5 was exactly what I wanted, and I am truly glad to have a Frank Robinson rookie now in my collection. All right, the next card, I was walking around with Nate, and Nate had picked up a autograph of Mike Schmidt. And later on, I went back to that dealer because Nate saw the card before I did. So it was his. And I went back to the dealer just to look back at his case to kind of see what he had. And I found this. And I'm a big, I did not pay $42 for it. CC Sabathia autograph. And, you know, I pretty much know Sabathia. He is future Hall of Famer. So I try to pick up his autographs and some of his really nice relic cards when I can. I got this for $35, you know, numbered to 110. How do you go wrong with a future Hall of Famer for 35 bucks? That was major pickup. Then I was walking around. I was trying to find Nate and Eric and JMVP. It's one of those stories of, yeah, you're over here. I can't find you, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's another card I've been wanting for a very, very long time. I hadn't really talked about it on YouTube or anything else, but I've been watching this card for a long time, probably 4 years, and the prices just keep going up on them. And I was able to pick this up, a 1960 Yaz rookie card. For those that do not have this card, one of the biggest issues is through here, you will have print lines. And the centering is always an issue with this card. I picked this card up. It was $200 after we negotiated. And I think this was a fantastic pickup for that price. And yes, I do have it in a pro mold. I am just ecstatic to own this. Several people say I need to send this in to be graded because the colors pop. Everything is right on it. So they say I should send it in. We'll see. I've always been under I could send it in, pay the $20, $25 plus shipping, plus insurance. Or I could take that money and go buy me another card. So this was a very, very big pickup for me for my collection from National. A 1960 Yaz rookie. Then on another card that I got, and I can't remember, I think I picked this up Saturday evening, maybe Sunday. This was a card, it wasn't on my radar. Let me say that. But, as you know, I have the Hall of Fame relic collection I'm working on post-war, and I've been looking for a Reggie Jackson. I know some of you are saying Reggie Jackson's easy to find really nice relics of. Partially. As I'm doing this, I'm trying to find relics from the team that they are in the Hall of Fame with. Reggie Jackson is in the Hall of Fame with the Yankees. And it is hard to find a reasonably priced relic of Reggie Jackson with the Yankees uni. And I found one at National. This is Fleer Field the Game. It's got the New York logo with that big, thick pinstripe in it. I did not pay $35 for it. I just saw it in the case, and I asked the dealer, I said, would you take $30? And he said, yeah, I'll take $30 for it. I didn't even want to go any further. I would have paid the $35 for it because I've been searching so long to find one of these to add to the relic collection. So this was a major pickup for me. That's amazing. When you collect cards, a $30 card can be something fantastic that you've really, really been wanting. This I've been really wanting. I'm going to have to do some videos on all of them I've got for my Hall of Fame relic set. Now, also, and this leads into one of the big things from National. I was walking around with Nate, and this was on Saturday. Excuse me. And Nate said, hey, I'm going to check out this guy's dollar boxes. So he whips out his stool, opens it up, boom, he sits down. I'm looking around at the other stuff, and this guy has a shoebox, one of the shoe boxes for cards, and it's got baseballs in it. And I'm pretty good with picking out baseball autographs that are uncertified, not the rock autographs, baseball autographs, and quite a few football autographs now. Well, anyway, this dealer had 3 baseballs that I picked out. I knew they were real autographs. And I asked him what he would take for them. And he's like, well, throw out a number. And I told him, I said, look, these are uncertified. I'm taking the gamble. I'm taking the risk. You do not want me to throw out a number. If I throw out a number at you, you'll kick me away from your booth because I'm going to lowball you really, really low. Because if these autographs don't check out, all I got is a ball that I can play catch with. And he agreed, and he said, well, would you give me $200 for them? He said, I know they're real. I had them signed in person. And I said, no, that's too much risk for me. So would you be willing to take 150? And he said, I can't go to 150, but how about 180? And I said, nah, I'll give you 160 because I got 20s. And if not, then I just can't go any higher. It's too much of a risk. So I got 3 baseballs from this guy. I immediately took the baseballs and I went to JSA's booth and had them checked for to be certified. So basically for $50 a baseball, and everybody knows a baseball now is $25 for a real baseball. This one, which was my first one to come back, this is a Chipper Jones. And he put right there number 10. I knew when I saw this was a real Chipper Jones autograph. And JSA certified it. And there's my little stamp on here. I'm keeping this in the bag because I need to order some more cubes. And I don't want to lose the tag because I'm going to put the tag in the cube. But yes, I picked up a Chipper Jones autographed baseball for $50. Which most would say, I think his autographed baseballs are selling near the $200 mark. Most would say, dude, that's a steal. That paid for all the baseballs. Fantastic deal. Well, one of the other baseballs I got was this one, which this is a Greg Maddux. This one did not pass JSA. The guy from JSA said he knows this is a real Greg Maddux autograph. I talked to Bill, the Hall of Fame collector, who's a huge Maddux guy. Sent him pictures, and Bill agreed this is a real Maddux autograph. However, this is a very early Maddux autograph. Probably from his rookie season, or when he was with the farm team. This is a very, very early Maddux autograph. And we both kind of said, we don't think that JSA has an exemplar or many exemplars from Maddux from when he was very, very early in his career. So this one is going to PSA. I checked the PSA site, and they do have exemplars that match fully with this autograph, and it is a very, very early Maddux. I have 3 other baseballs I need to send to PSA to get certified anyway. So this will be just added to that. When I get like 5 of them, I'll send them all in to get them stickered and everything. But this one did not pass JSA. So 1 up, 1 down. If this will stay there in the sandwich bag. Last but not least, there is this ball. And give me a second, because the cube it's in, and you'll see why I'm doing this. The cube it's in is just horribly dirty. So I want to take this one out. And naturally, I don't want to touch it anywhere near the autograph. But also in there was this one. A Sandy Koufax. When I saw this, I went on Google, I looked up some exemplars, and this looked perfect. So this was sent in with JSA, and there's the cert. Now, I do not have the regular tag for it because this is coming with a letter. I should be receiving a letter from JSA on this autograph certifying it's real, all the little details about it. So in general, yes, for $50, I picked up a real Sandy Koufax auto, which is fantastic. You know, he signed on the sweet spot. It's an official ball, as all of these are official balls. So this is going in my Hall of Fame autograph baseball set. Now, those of you that collect autographs, you already know that this ball is not going to stay where I want it. I got to put it back in the cube that it's in. Sorry, but there. As a lot of you know, everything in this room is UV protected. The window, I got UV film on it. All my photographs, things that I hang up, they're all UV protected. So I got to get some boxes to better ones, especially better than this one, because I don't know anything about this one. I'm not going to take a chance. It's too expensive an autograph to risk. But anyway, those are the pickups. Yeah, I had a great time picking up some stuff from National. Picked up some cards I never thought that I would own. I want to thank Dylan for helping me with figuring out some stuff. So you guys take it easy. Stay blessed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.